So what's on the bench? I was making some filter holders for my new microscope. I want to make some polarizing filters, and I need to rotate them. So I designed a little part where there's a lip, and I can glue in a polarizing filter, and then I have a little handle here where I can change the polarization angle. And so that's really great. Now the point of the video though is cutting the threads. I wanted to have threads in the plastic here, okay? I 3D printed a hole, but I would need to run a tap through it in order to make this work. You could do an insert and things like that. I don't have any inserts, but I just wanted to have the threads in there, and this one works great. It's nice and tight in there, and it works really good. Now I used a special type of tap. So the point of the video is these taps. They're called roll taps or thread forming taps. You may have not seen them before. So this is the one that I used. It's a 440 thread, but let me show you some other ones that I have. Let's see here. I've got 4 other ones. Let's pull out a normal tap. Okay, so a normal tap, this is a spiral tap or a gun tap, and it has flutes on the side. And these type of taps have a little section at the front and actually push the chip out in front. So you have to have a through hole to use these. The other type of chips just kind of build up, and you need to clean them out once in a while. But these actually push the chip forward, so they're called gun taps or spiral taps. Okay, and here's the spiral tap. This is like a 3 flute spiral tap. But if you take a look at one of these, okay, I'll go all the way around. There's no cut in them. Now there is a very, very small one, very, very tiny one here, and that's actually a lubrication channel. That's so that your lubrication can flow down into the part, but it doesn't do any cutting, okay? The way this thing cuts, it actually has a taper at the front here, and as the tap goes in, it basically burnishes its way in. It just kind of pushes the metal out of the way. And yeah, so I don't know if any of these really show well, but yeah, these roll taps, and they come in really handy. Now, one of the things that you might see, let me see if I can draw a picture of it here. One of the things that I like to do is if I have a piece of thin aluminum, say I'm working on a chassis or something, and it's a pretty thin piece of aluminum, and I want to put a thread in it. You normally would have to go back and you put a nut in the back, or you would press in a PEM nut, or you would do something like that. But sometimes it's enough just to have a few threads, you know. Maybe this is thick enough that you get 1 or 2 threads in here, right? And, but, you know, it's not great. Now, if you use one of these thread forming taps, what'll happen is you actually will deform the metal, okay? So it ends up looking a bit like this. So I think you see here in the drawing, it kind of deforms the metal a little bit and puts the threads in it. And you don't want to clean the backside. When you drill this thing through, don't clean the backside, just kind of leave it rough and then run your tap in it, and you'll get just maybe 1 extra thread by using one of these as it stupid fly in here. They can be good for that, right? So anyway, there you go. Spiral tap, or not spiral taps, roll taps or thread forming taps. You might want to get some.